Hello and welcome from Olympia. This is State Representative Tom Campbell from the 2nd Legislative District bringing you a weekly update. It's the end of the 4th week, February the 5th, Friday. And we just got back from the floor where we did a lot of criminal justice issues. In fact, actually 2 today. We did 4 or 5 a couple of days ago, which were very important and really worked on some of the problems we discovered through the Clemens disaster, which is the rendering of assistance for criminals, tighten things up for the people that help them, all other aspects of it. But today was probably the most important part, and what we did today was we worked on a constitutional amendment that would make it so that a third striker such as Maurice Clemens, who had already done 2 trips through the system, 2 violent crimes, and was eligible for a 3-strike conviction for a lifetime imprisonment like he was, will no longer be eligible for bail under this constitutional provision. It was an interesting debate on the floor. It passed 80-17 with 1 person excused. I voted yes, and I was very proud to vote yes. It's an absolutely essential bill, and I think it's going to really help protect our law enforcement officers and the citizens of our state. So take a look at it online if you'd like, or we can answer any questions you have, but it passed. It required a 2/3 vote. It's going to need a 2/3 vote in the Senate, and ultimately you will decide this fall on the ballot. And I strongly encourage, please vote yes. It's the right thing to do. Now, a lot of my bills have passed the policy committees. My domestic violence bill, House Bill 2827, passed out unanimous out of public safety, and that bill would require that if someone is arrested for domestic violence, that they have to see a judge or have a hearing before they can be released. So we don't have this incidence of multiple offenses while someone's really angry and has lost their temper, and we see more harm. This has worked very well in Eatonville, and I've taken that idea statewide now. We're excited about that coming to the floor shortly. My methamphetamine precursor bill, the electronic tracking, House Bill 2961, has also passed out of committee, and it's in the Appropriations Committee today. We expect it'll be out by today, and then it'll be on the calendar for next week or the following week on the House floor. We have lots of bills to talk about, but I won't go through each and every one of them. The most important ones, though, like my small business loan, I'm very disappointed. That's House Bill 3116. Would have actually helped small businesses in this recession. It would have provided low-interest repayable loans to the state that would have helped struggling small businesses under 50 to get through. Unfortunately, they did not even give it a hearing. But I'm going to stay with it, and I'm going to stay on that bill this year, next year, and the following year, until eventually we put together a system of self-help, frankly, that can help people that are really willing to help themselves, that are willing to work through this recession and hire private sector jobs and get employees and keep them. We don't need any more public employees. I think we need some more private ones. So we're going to do everything we can to help in that area as well. It's been a long week. We've put through a lot of bills on the House floor that frankly are very non-controversial, but as time goes by, we're getting closer to the really big ones. House Bill 3176 was introduced this week, and it has a whole list of tax exemptions to come off the table, which some of them may actually be a good idea, others not. I'm not sure yet. But it's 89 pages, so I'm going to have to really study it over the weekend. I got my homework. But I'm skeptical. I think that once again we're looking to dig a deeper hole and hopefully to somehow climb out of it. The Senate is working on Senate Bill 6842, and that is the initiative 960 bust. That's the one that will remove the voter-imposed 2/3 vote of the people or a vote of the people, I should say 2/3 vote of the body, or a vote of the people to pass taxes. And I support that provision. I always have. I supported it back when it was Initiative 601 up until the time that was destroyed here in Olympia in 2005. The 960s come and reestablish it, and now we're going to see it washed away once again. I think this is a terrible thing, and you have spoken many times that this is the way you want taxes treated, a 2/3 majority or a vote of the people, and I support that. So stand by, because that bill will be voted in the Senate, and then it'll eventually come to the House, and you need to be heard, and you can be sure I will be voting no on any such provision. There's a whole raft of taxes ahead. I will be voting no. And I don't care how innocuous they are, so-called candy or junk food taxes or whatever. It all adds up. It comes out of your pocket. It goes from yours to the government. I'm hearing more and more from local governments and the state government saying, we really need it. The government needs the money. Well, I know you need the money worse. As much as the government may need it, it certainly doesn't need to be taking it out of people that are unemployed or just barely maintaining their jobs. I'm very sensitive to what's going on in the private economy right now, and I'm doing everything I can to restrain more takings from you and your family. So please keep in touch. I'm going to let you go now, but I want to remind you too, if you see this in time, tomorrow's our town hall meetings. We're going to be doing town hall meetings starting in Yelm at 9 o'clock and then going across the district to Eatonville and then Ording and then back to Graham as our last meeting. I believe it's at 4 o'clock. So if you'd like to see more or hear more, please come to those meetings. I think you'll learn a lot and we can answer your questions. And it won't be just me, it'll be Representative McCune and Senator Becker as well. So thank God it's Friday. You have a great weekend and we'll talk to you again next week.